Hey, what's good, fam? It's your boy Joe Mill here, back with Killer Miller Q, and today we're gonna be running over to the old Lone Star Grill. We got a direct fire cook. We're gonna be doing some tequila lime wings. We're gonna put a little smoke on there. Let's get right to it. Got the music. We got everything we need out here to get these tequila lime wings going. First off, we got some chicken wings that I already cleaned off, threw into one of these gallon Ziploc bags. They're roughly a little over 2.5 pounds. And then as far as the ingredients, you can use whatever kind of tequila you want. I like to go with something that's a little bit lighter. So you're looking at about half a cup of tequila, a fourth a cup of lime juice, the zest from just one of those limes. You got about 3 tablespoons of sriracha. I got about a tablespoon of some hot honey. There is also a mix down here of some chili powder, about a teaspoon of that, along with a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. We got some onion powder in here. You got about roughly a half a cup of cilantro, a couple of garlic cloves that I got all chopped up. You got about a teaspoon of the ground cumin, along with a teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of black pepper. And basically these all are just gonna get together. I'm gonna mix them together in a separate bowl just to make sure that they mix well, and then we're just gonna be pouring that right over the top of this chicken. You can let it stay and marinate from anywhere from 2 to overnight. I would at least do 4 hours to get a good flavor in there, and then I'll see you in a second. And this is pretty much what you should end up with. This is a pretty herbaceous and definitely had a little bit of heat to it. The one thing that I do want to throw in there is a little bit of cooking oil just to kind of keep everything moving. And other than that, we're ready to go and get it on these wings. Simple as that. We mix these all around. I got them on a plate just so you don't have anything to worry about as far as it getting all into your fridge. You can flip these over a couple times along the way, but we're gonna let these hang out in the refrigerator, and then I'll bring you back when it's time to cook. So it's almost time to get this thing going. We're gonna start it off with a little bit more of these hardwood briquettes from Old Cowboy. Already got me a fire going with some coals I had in there and a little bit of that pecan wood. Now I'll add in some of these. That should give me a nice even base of coals, and that way I don't get too much of a flare up, as we're gonna be doing a direct cook here today on these wings. That right there should do it. I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing down and get ready to go ahead and remove my griddle plate, and we'll be able to rock and roll. And there these old chicken wings looking beautiful. Just I don't know, I probably got a little over 4 hours or something. This would have been definitely great to be able to do overnight, but I think we're gonna have some good flavor in there. They just some wings, so at the end of the day they grab it pretty easy. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this thing down with Pam. I'll show you what I mean with the fire. Since I got them coals in there, that little bit of wood, nothing to worry about with the flare up. Everything's nice and even. It's gonna be perfect to go ahead and do some direct fire cooking. Get a little bit of Pam on there, even though we got a little bit of oil already in that spray. Voila. And now let's get these wings on. Hey team, I want to jump in here real quick and let you know, thanks for following along on today's cook. If you're new to the channel, go to the bottom right corner, make sure you subscribe, check out any other videos you've missed, and if you haven't done it already, find me on Facebook, IG, and TikTok. And we on. These babies smell amazing. I'm gonna hurry up and get this closed so I don't get too much of a kick up, but we're gonna go ahead and get these a good minute or so, give them a look, flip them over, get sides to get a good crisp on both sides. And then so we got a little over almost 2 minutes in. Let's get these babies flipped over, or at least take a peek. Yeah. I'm no good with the left. Nah, they're not quite there. Check for any hot spots or whatever, but they're not quite ready to turn. So now it's been about 5 minutes. We'll check again, see if it's about time to flip. Let's grab one of these babies. Alright, I'm starting to see a little something, a little bit of a hint of color. There we go. That's what we're looking for. I like it. It's definitely is warmer down there than it is over there. So we'll get them all flipped over just for even cooking. And then also what we're going to do is we'll take these ones that are less done and move them over here towards the hottest spot. Just to keep everybody even and working. Keep us all honest. And my last little guy down there. Alright, let me rotate him around. There we go. Let me close this thing down before we get too much flame jumping up. I'll come back and check it out in another 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. There we go. Now we crisping up. Let's get them flipped. Ooh, there we go. Got these babies flipped over. Got me some good looking color coming. That bottom side on all of these that are left are a little under, so I'm about to give them about a minute. And I'm about to pull them over and let them chill out on the smoke side until they get all the way to the temperature I want them to be at. That'll do it. I'm going to get these babies up off of here. We're going to chop them apart and put them in the smoke. Ooh, let me back up, man. If you could smell this, hey, that's what we was trying to get to. A little bit of that char on here. I haven't even temped these baby yet. I said I was going to split them apart and then go ahead and let them get some individual smoke real quick. So let me grab a cutting board or something, but I can easily throw them right over there now. And they probably decent as far as the temp. Let's check that out. All right, here go one right here. 167. So obviously it's done, but that's not where I like to take my chicken wings to. 182. Okay, that's a little bit better. I mean, I could easily get up to around 200 on a chicken wing and be fine. So they got a little bit longer. Like I said, let me split them apart, and then they'll really get a chance to breathe, and we'll get over there and get them in. There we go, all separated. Got rid of that little wing tip, broke them apart. Now you got some wings and some dings. Let's go ahead and get this back onto the smoker just for a minute. Let it get up to a temperature of, you know, easy 185-ish all the way around. And then we'll get these babies off of here. Spread them babies out in there. Give y'all some smoke. We are losing daylight. It's been another good 15 minutes or so. Oh yeah, I hear y'all. Them babies about ready to come up off of here. They didn't have that much longer to go. I'm about to pull these off, let them chill out. We're gonna hit them with a little bit of salt, let them wake up a little bit, and they should be ready to go. There we go. A little bit of salt on here. I'm just going with a little bit of sea salt, just a tad. Gang time. These wings smell amazing. Just hit a little bit of lime over there to the side in case you want to squeeze some of that on. Garnished it with a little bit more cilantro. But after hitting it with a little bit of salt, you see what we got. You can smell the smoke on there. And I'm looking forward to getting my first taste of these right here. This is my sacrificial lamb. Wow. And I'm going to tell you that them wings right there hit on all cylinders. I really like the flavor that came through with. It's surprising that you really don't even taste no tequila, especially once it already marinates, but it's really a herby and a good flavor that came out of them. I thought they was going to be a tinge bit hotter, but they weren't, but they did have a nice bit of flavor. But once again, started to show that old Lone Star back there on top of myself. Of course, I like being able to get a direct fire cook in there. I usually never used to be able to find a lot of those, so you can see how it works, a little bit of versatility. Hey, it's nice to be able to get it raised up high above those coals, get that drip down effect, get you a nice, get a bit char. Once I chopped those babies up, broke them apart, let them go ahead and sit over there in the other chamber and get some smoke. I was able to taste all that on the back end, and it's just a good thing to be able to kind of keep it moving. That was another good one down. Definitely check out that recipe. That's one that you want to throw into your old memory bank. Other than that, shouts out to my boys over there at Black Smoke Barbecue. Check out some of our podcasts if you haven't done it recently. A lot of good guests that's been on there. A lot of good barbecue. Best conversations happening out there in the game. Other than that, shouts out to my family and you out there in TV land. You know I appreciate y'all. But until next week, peace.